In Greek, the indicative is used not only to make declarative statements, but also to ask questions, to form an interrogative construction. Usually it's pretty clear as to whether the speaker is saying something or asking a question, but every once in a while it can get pretty complicated. Let's take a look at Matthew 8:7. This is the story of the centurion who's coming about his servant who's sick. And in Matthew 8:7, Jesus responds, and he says, Jesus, to him, the centurion, I, then a participle, coming, then a future indicative, I will heal him. So in order to make that into English, we take the participle and turn it into an indicative. And almost all translations, if not all translations, do that. See over in the ESV, I will come and heal him. So the ESV is turning this participle into an indicative verb. I get tired of this. Maybe you're tired of it too, but I'm really tired of people saying that I like formal equivalent translations because I can see the Greek behind the English. No, you can't. There's no way that you would know that this is a participle behind come. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about. Almost all translations state this as a statement. I will come, getting the future from therapuso. I will come and heal him. And then you have the centurion's objection and expression of his wonderful faith. But look what the NIV does. They turned it into a question. Shall I come and heal him? And also the CSB. Am I to come and heal him? So both are legitimate translations. And this is where actually Jesus kicks into our translation. You have to make a decision. You can't handle both options. And either Jesus says, I will come, or he's asking the centurion to make a faith commitment. Do you want me to come? You told me that your servant's sick. That's not really what I want to hear. What I want to hear is you express your faith that I can heal him. And so Jesus forces the discussion by asking the question, do you want me to come and heal him? What do you want me to do? Make a commitment. Make a statement. Part of the argument that it is a question is the emphatic position of the ego. I coming will heal him? It doesn't necessitate it to be a question, but it's part of the argument. And the other argument is the somewhat parallel passage of the Canaanite woman in Matthew 15. The Canaanite woman comes and calls out, O Lord, Son of David, my daughter is horribly demon-possessed. He doesn't answer her. The disciples say, tell her to shut up, she's bugging us. Loose translation. Jesus says, I wasn't sent except to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. In other words, you're a Gentile. I'm not going to deal with you. She persistently kept coming and saying, Lord, help me. And then very much in her face, it's not right to take the bread from the children and toss it to the dogs. What's going on? Well, Jesus is pushing to get her to make a commitment. He wants her to express her faith for herself and as an example to those around her. And she finally does in verse 27. Yes, Lord, she said, but even the dogs feed on the crumbs that fall from the master's table. And then Jesus says, woman, your faith that's utterly amazing. It's great. So with that as background, you can see why some people, the CSB and the NIV, chose to treat it as a question, because in typical Jesus fashion, he's prodding the person, he's pushing the person, if I can mix my metaphors, to come to a point of where they're willing to express their faith. But anyway, it's a judgment call either way.